All right, so real quick, what I'm looking for you to do is I want you to turn in your plans at the same scale that's on that piece of paper I handed out. So it's 1 inch equals 10 feet. All right. To change the scale of your drawing, it's really simple. You go down to that little scale button. You find the scale that's set to 1 inch equals 10 feet, and that's going to work for us. Okay? If you wouldn't mind, just like if you still have elevation boxes shown, just right-click on them, hide them by category. All right, so one more time, just if you see an elevation box in the background, it probably won't fit on the sheet very well. In advance, we can just grab that, select it, hide in view. If you go by category, it's going to hide every elevation box. Some other stuff, you might have to just kind of move your dimensions a little bit closer to the building, all right, just to make sure that it's going to fit on the sheet. So if you have to adjust that a little bit, all right, you can fine-tune that stuff. Double check all your dimensions, make sure they're legible and I can read everything. All right, there should be no dimensions where they're overlapping other dimensions. All right, and there should be no dimensions where like dimensions are overlapping object lines. So in this instance, you have dimension lines and dimensions overlapping the wall. We don't want that. All right. Next up, we're working on a floor plan view. So floor plan views are great for putting floor plans together. They're not so good for printing out. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to set up a drawing sheet that we're going to print out. If you notice up here in your project browser, all right, all this stuff is organized. So you have all your floor plans under floor plans. Under sheets, this is where we're going to keep our title blocks, our drawing sheets. Okay, that's like your sets of plans that you're going to print. Okay, the template file that we used when we started this, if I hit this little plus button, there's like, I don't know, 20 different sheets already set up. That's confusing. All right, so the first thing I'm going to instruct you to do is delete all of these. So you can pick each one individually and you can press delete, or it's way faster if you pick the first one at the top of the list, hold down the shift key, pick the bottom one, it selects all of them in a sequence, and then just delete them all. So right now, you're starting off with no sheets. That makes your life easy because now when you add a new sheet, by right-clicking and clicking New Sheet, all right, you can pick a title block to put in here, and there's only going to be one. All right. Right now, there's two pieces of paper shown. I have an 11 by 17 inch piece of paper. That's this big. Ready? That's this size. And then I have a D size sheet that's like this big right here. Not doing a great job holding that stuff up. All right. But that's a lot bigger. That's 22 by 34. So that's really big. So we actually need a smaller size. So I'm going to hit load. I'm going to go down to the folder that says title blocks. In the title blocks folder, you have an 8.5 by 11 inch vertical title block. We're going to open that and hit OK. As soon as you do that, check it out. Now you have just one sheet. It says E3 unnamed. All right. And all you got to do, check this out. Ready? Drag and drop your floor plans onto that title block. And now you have a sheet. All right. That's a drawing sheet. Okay. When you're done and you want to print it out to turn it in, File, Print. I'm going to go to the Adobe PDF or the Microsoft Print to PDF. If Adobe PDF works for you, please use that. If it doesn't work for you, you could technically log into the Creative Cloud using your school email. If you want to set that up, that's fine. Or just use the Microsoft Print to PDF. Okay, one or the other should work. If you hit Print Preview, all right, I really don't want the thing printed out so that it's facing the wrong way. Like I want it actually set up so that your portrait, it should fit on the paper. All right, so if you hit Print Preview, like this is effectively what it should look like. All right, even better would be if it's not scaling whatsoever. So right now it looks like it's still scaling just a little bit. So I would go zoom 100%, center it, portrait, and we should be pretty good. Let me just double check. I'll preview it there. That's what it should look like. See how there's the outside edge of the paper, all right, and then there's like a single line on the inside? That's exactly what it should look like. When you print it, remember it's electronic, so it's going to print something, but it's going to be electronic, so you just choose where you save stuff to. All right, so browse, put this in. I would just keep stuff in my documents folder. That'll be easy to remember. You can put your name on it, all right, so that you know who it belongs to. That's it. All right, when you're done, I guess I got to name it again. When you're done, it's going to be sitting in your documents folder right there. You can open it up, and then this is the file you submit on Classroom. Okay? So print a PDF or print to an Adobe document. And that's it, guys. I'm going to